Big up to everyone, lovely family, lovely friends out there, wherever you're watching Awini Unity platform from. Thank you so much, and we do really appreciate your time for always staying here with us at Awini Unity platform. And happy Sunday to you, whatever part you may be watching me from. Particularly if you are watching me from any part of Africa, greeting to you right here on Awini Unity platform studio. This video will have a lot to share with you right here on this platform. So let's take the headlines. After that, we drive you deep into the main details right here. We have Victor Osim transfer latest update for you right here on this platform. Also, we have Victor Bonaface latest news for you right here on this platform as well. Also, we have Thomas Partey latest transfer news update right here. And also, we have Mohamed Kurus latest transfer news right here for you and videos to share with you right here on this platform. Also, African teams playing friendly matches. We have much more details for you. Cosafa tournament is ongoing in the Southern Africa. We have much more details for you right here on this platform. And also my second country, Spain, going to be playing finals against Portugal later tonight or later this evening, depending whatever part you may be watching me from. We have much more details for you for Spanish starting lineup, Portuguese starting lineup. I'm going to be giving you analysis a little bit on that right here for you as well. So please, if today is your first time you are watching Awini Unity platform, and maybe probably you may not know what we normally talk about right here, I get to remind you on that very quick. This platform, we talk about only African football, African national teams, African club football, and African players all over the world. So if you are watching and you haven't subscribed to the platform yet, please do so, subscribing to the platform, and let us grow together as a one family right here. So a very quick one. We're going to be starting from the friendly matches that are ongoing. Okay, African teams playing friendly matches. You can see earlier this morning, you know, New Zealand, their time is always much more far than if you are living in Europe or Africa. So earlier this morning, New Zealand beat Ivory Coast by 1-0 in FIFA international friendly matches. Congo, as I'm shooting this video, they haven't started yet. DR Congo going to be playing their friendly match against Madagascar, and now DR Congo, they have a lot of players now. Around Wan-Bissaka also Swiss nationality to play for them, so they have a good squad now. So they're going to be playing their friendly match against Madagascar. Also, Cape Verde, a lot of people also call Cabo Verde, also going to be playing their friendly match against Georgia later this evening as well. Moving very quick to some of the friendly matches for the African teams. 11 p.m. tonight, Equatorial Guinea going to be playing against Cameroon. That is a friendly match. And also Uganda going to be playing against the Gambia 11 p.m. tonight as well. That is friendly match. This is Europe. And Comoros gonna also play their friendly match against Kosovo. Okay. And also Morocco. This game is going to be tomorrow. Okay, this game is going to be tomorrow. And Morocco also going to play against Benin. That game is tomorrow, to let you know that, okay? Tomorrow games, the Cameroon, Uganda, all this game is going to be tomorrow, apart from only this game that's going to be taking place today. DR Congo and Madagascar is today, Cape Verde and Georgia is today. But this game right here, all this game is tomorrow for friendly matches. All these African teams, they are playing this friendly match preparation for the World Cup qualifiers for September. Okay, just to remind you for that. Now, very quick, let me drive your attention to the Cosafa tournament that is ongoing. This tournament is only taking place in Southern Africa. Okay, so yesterday, some of the matches took place. The Cosafa tournament, some of the matches took place yesterday. Mozambique, that was Saturday. Mozambique 0, Mauritius 0. South Africa 2, Zimbabwe 0. I don't know when Zimbabwe were able to beat South Africa, but anyway, this is Tanzania 0, Madagascar 1. This is only for not the main senior team, okay, to remind you for that. And today, some of the matches are ongoing. Earlier today, Angola beat Lesotho by 4-0. And also, as I'm shooting this video right now, Namibia is playing against Malawi. And tomorrow, some of the matches going to be continuing on right here. Madagascar going to play against Eswatini, and also Comoros going to play against Botswana. Okay, so do not be confused. If you see that Botswana or Comoros going to play friendly match, this is the main senior team. Okay, this is the main senior team. You know, when they come, we have local team, we have under 20s. So this is the main senior team. So the Cosafa tournament is not playing for the senior team. That is for local players. Okay, get to remind you for that so that you won't be confused. So now, let's drive to Victor Bonaface. Victor Bonaface is Nigeria professional footballer who plays football in German Bundesliga for Bayern Leverkusen. Nigeria played a friendly match against Russia, and that game ended, I think, 2 days ago, 1-1 draw. So, due to Bonaface's performance, he get a little bit backlash from football fans, particularly Nigerians, based on his performance, the way he performed in Bayer Leverkusen compared to the way he performed in Nigeria national team. The fans feel like they need much more from him, and that is some profession. When you choose, you need to accept some certain things. And what is that? You have to know that football is emotional something, and when the fans doesn't get what they want from you, obviously you don't expect them to come out and clapping hand for you. Obviously they're going to attack you. It is normal that footballers need to understand, and anybody that been on the media as well. So based on that, Victor Bonaface came out and to put this, according to Bonaface official Twitter handle, you can see it. Say proud, you can see it on your screen as well. Proud to play for my country and a dream for me also. Really enjoy every moment, the goods and the bads. Thank you all. I don't hang my boot. My brother, let me tell you the truth. You may be watching this. Let me tell you the truth. Brother Victor Bonaface, you do not need to just hang only your boot. Hang with the Gacy as well. It is a hard time. We need to let some of the players understand that Nigeria have seen it all. Nigeria, we have seen a lot of players, a lot of players come from Nigeria that we can name: JJ Okocha, Nwankwo Kanu, Yakuba Ugweni, Martins, a lot of players, Mike, a lot of players. So you are not the first time, you are not a player coming to maybe for you quitting from Nigeria national team is not going to affect Nigeria single. To me, if you play and you didn't perform well, you have played a lot from Nigeria national team and you are not contributing like even Victor Osim. Even if Victor Osim wake up today and say, I'm not going to play for Nigeria national team, do you think that Nigeria is going to fail? No, Nigeria will still continue. Nigeria have a lot of players. When I say we are, I'm not a Nigerian, but we are for African football and we want players that want to commit for their country. So I was hoping that you will come out to even apologize for the fans that, well, yes, you know that you can do better for the nation, you know that you can do better for the country, but they should exercise patience for you. You come back strongly. Then for you to come back and say, well, you have retired from the national team and you hang your boot. Yes, you don't need to hang only your boot, hang with your Gacy as well. Because Nigeria have a lot of players. Even Victor Osim that score a lot of goals for Nigeria national team. If Victor Osim wake up today and say he's not going to play for Nigeria national team, Nigeria will still continue. There was a lot of players like Nwankwo Kanu and Terrible West and JJ Okocha, Mikel Obi, a lot of all these players. They are not in Nigerian national team again. Yakuba Yubeni, all of these players, they are not in Nigerian national team again. But Nigerian national team won African Cup of Nations without all of them. What about you? But anyway, so now, let's drive our attention very quick to Thomas Partey as well. Thomas Partey, Barcelona want Thomas Partey. Okay, Barcelona want to sign Thomas Partey, and they know that Thomas Partey do not renew his contract with Arsenal. And a lot of people always asking that why Thomas Partey or Arsenal is not renewing Thomas Partey contract. We all know a very, very great player, Thomas Partey. But the reason to that Thomas Partey contract did not renew in Arsenal till now, Thomas Partey getting almost about 200 and something pounds per week. So according to Arsenal, they want Thomas Partey to reduce that salary so that they can able to renew his contract. And Thomas Partey with his management team as well, his team also feel like he do not need to do so. So that is something that is going on between Thomas Partey with Arsenal. It is front and back. So now Barcelona also feel like they need experienced good midfielder in their midfield to boost their team in next season, and they need someone who also is familiar with La Liga. And when you look at Thomas Partey started his football career in Spain right here. He played, I think, at teams like Almeria. He started from Almeria, and before moving to Atletico Madrid, even some club as well before moving to Atletico Madrid, and he did very well with Atletico Madrid. So with that experience, he also speaks Spanish. He's not new to Spanish system. He's not new to everything in Spain. So Barcelona feel like if they get Thomas Partey, it's going to help them in next season in their midfield as well. But as things are now, we do not really know when that deal going to be happening. So we are waiting for the best, and also wish our brother Thomas Partey for the best for the deal to go through. If he end up also agreeing with Arsenal to sign for Arsenal, where is going to be best for him, that is what we all want. Now, let's move to Victor Osim. Victor Osim also want to move to Saudi. If Victor Osim really wanted to play for Premier League, but the reason why Premier League clubs cannot sign Victor Osim, it is based on the money that Victor Osim really want. That is what most of European clubs feel that they cannot able to pay that amount of money.
Carve broke about 20 minutes ago on Victor Osimhen. Give it to us again, please.
Well, look, Al Hilal have made an offer to Napoli for Victor Osimhen, who's widely regarded as being one of the best strikers in the world. This offer was worth around £55 million. Now, according to our colleagues at Sky Italy, Napoli have just rejected this offer. And their position is that if Al Hilal want Osimhen, they need to pay the release clause, which is around £63 million. Now, we're expecting Al Hilal to go back in with an improved offer of around £59 million, but I'm not sure that is going to be enough to get him. He's got a year left on his contract. He's 26. He spent last season out on loan at Galatasaray. And Sky Italy are also telling us that he hasn't agreed personal terms with Al Hilal either. But they're willing to offer him £22 million a year, tax-free. That is about £425,000 a week.
Let's be honest, you're not getting out of bed for that, are you? All right, so there's been further developments with Mohamed Kurus today that you brought us earlier. Give us that one as well.
Well, look, Chelsea have been offered Chelsea have been offered the opportunity to sign Mohamed Kurus from West Ham. Now, they haven't said no yet, I think they're considering whether to add him to their list of attacking targets. They're going to consider whether he is a player who they are interested in signing. He's somebody, of course, who 2 years ago, West Ham signed from Ajax for £38 million. And he had a really great first season in the Premier League, played really well under David Moyes. But I think West Ham have realised that they had a really, really disappointing season. They need a rebuild. They need to raise funds. And I think pretty much they would listen to offers for any of their players, probably apart from Jared Bowen or Aaron Wan-Bissaka, because they need to have a rebuild. So he has been offered to Chelsea.
I have to say I'm surprised because I think he's a player. Don't you think that?
Yeah, I think he's quality. I don't think he was at his best last season, but he's one of those Maverick-style wingers that can open the door, he can make something happen from nothing, he can just do something or nick a goal and change the dynamic of the game. And he's got that ability to carry the ball up the pitch as well, and that's something that can be crucial in the Premier League. Really good on the transition, but like Koe says, this is a funny window where there are lots of clubs that are trying to rebuild, and they have to recycle money, and they have to find money, and they have to raise money, and that means sometimes selling maybe one of your best players to try and get 2 or 3 more in.
So yeah, that is the latest from Mohamed Kurus and Victor Osim. Okay, yeah, I think Mohamed Kurus is a very good player, which he can play for. That I don't think that there is any club in this world that Mohamed Kurus cannot fit in. Whether Real Madrid, Barcelona, Liverpool, Manchester City, there is no club Mohamed Kurus cannot fit in. So I think if Chelsea able to sign Mohamed Kurus, is going to help Chelsea a lot. Despite that, Mohamed Kurus do not really get a good season. But when you look at last season, and even Mohamed Kurus and West Ham, the way he can create a lot of chances, getting a club like a Chelsea, I think it is a good deal for both, for the club and Mohamed Kurus as well. So we wish him all the best. And also, I think Victor Osim, you are 26 years. You are 26 years of age. You can play teams like in Europe for now, Manchester United or Chelsea. Calm down a little bit with the amount of money that you really want for now. You can play a lot of clubs, win trophies. Then if, let's say 26 now, you have 4 years to complete, let's say maybe 30 years. So 4 years you can play for the Europe. Then when you have 30 years, you can now move to Saudi or something like that. But at the end of the day, he knows where he's coming from. He knows what is good for him. So we wish him all the best of luck where he thinks is going to be good for him as well. So yeah, now a lot of people back to the Cosafa tournament that ongoing. Maybe you may not know, before I move to the Spain and Portugal game, maybe you may not know the table so far. Let me just give you the table for you to know how the table look now in the Cosafa tournament. You can see the Cosafa tournament, the group, let's start from Group B before we talk about, I'll take you very quick. So, Group A, you can see Mozambique is right there with 4.2 matches. South Africa right there with 3 points, and also Mauritius right there with 2 points, and Zimbabwe down with one point. And you can also see the Group B. The Group B, Angola right there with 4 points. Lesotho also right there second with 3 points. Namibia right there with 1 point, and Malawi right there with a 0 point. Then fast forward, Group C. Group C is only 3 teams. Madagascar is right there, 3 points. Eswatini right there with 0 point, and Tanzania 0 point. And the Group D, Group D, you can also see right here. Okay, that is a Group D. You can see on your screen. So that is how it is. Now let me move you very quick to the game today. My second country, Spain. this platform is about only African football, but I'm standing here for my second country, España. Vamos! So it's going to be 8 p.m. It depends whatever part you may be watching me from. Okay, maybe if you're watching from Ghana, it's going to be 7 p.m. Nigeria is going to be 8 p.m. And other countries, Cote d'Ivoire, Togo, Benin, and Burkina Faso is going to be 7 p.m. So this is how the lineup. I do not think that, what do you call? This is Portuguese lineup. The lineup's already out. This is a Portuguese lineup. I don't think that Portugal can able to beat Spain. If you look at the way Spain play, it will be very difficult for Portugal to win against Spain, in my opinion. I feel like Portugal, they are best in this game going to be draw. Okay, if you look at Spain have the most youngest players in Europe so far when you talk about national teams. Look at right here, you have Samero who have almost about 30-something years. And also, you have Bruno Fernandes, have 30 years. Cristiano Ronaldo, all the players' father, Cristiano Ronaldo have 40 years. Rest of the players have 20, 25 and all that. But when you look at Spain lineup as well, Spain lineup, there is no player right here have 30 years in this Spain lineup. Okay, all this Spain lineup, Cucurella is not even up to 25. Then Poro, that's the same thing. David Simon, the same thing. All of these players here, Pedri, the same thing. None of them. Lamine Yamal, 17. Nico Williams. All of the young players. And if you look at the way Spain play, it will be very, very difficult for Portugal to win against Spain. And one thing about Spain is not really about only good to play football. When you look at Spain is a country that you can talk like, let's say, Ghana, Nigeria, Cote d'Ivoire, Cameroon, Senegal. Why I'm talking about this player? I mean this country, not even Senegal. Ghana, Nigeria, Cameroon, Cote d'Ivoire. You know these countries, they are not really passionate about any game too much. If you go to Nigeria, that is why the South Africans was also even teasing Nigerians that when Nigeria will come, Nigeria will say they are giant of Africa, but they cannot develop because Nigeria only focus on football, and when football doesn't exist, they don't have anything to entertain themselves. But when they talk about South Africa, they have rugby, they have tennis. Every game South Africa improve on it, and if there is no football doing well, they have some game to entertain themselves. It is not like Ghana when the Black Stars are not going well. Nothing to entertain. Nigeria, if the national team in Manchester are not going well, they have nothing to entertain themselves. Cameroon, the same thing. Spain is also likely like those countries I'm talking about. Spain have a lot of games. You can talk about tennis, yes, but Spain focus so much into football more than anything. Spain don't focus so much to rugby, a lot of things, boxing, a lot of things. So when you talk about Spanish football, in the whole world, I can tell you that if you want to be the best coach and you want to go to school to learn about coaching, you need a Spain. If you want a academy for your kids, you need Spain. Why? For me living here in Spain, that is one thing I noticed about Spain. Spanish people, even if you are working in a Spanish company and it have nothing to do about football, you are working in a company, whether it is a warehouse, whether you are working as a nurse, whether you are working, whatever profession you are working in Spain right here, every 6 months, the company will get you to go and do courses about the work that you are doing to improve your knowledge. If you are working in a company, whether you are working in a warehouse, every 6 months, the company going to pay for you to go and learn at least 1 week or 2 weeks courses to improve your knowledge. Because Spanish people believe that if you are doing something, no matter what you know, you have to keep learning every day. So Spanish, they learn so much. The coaches get time. All Luis Enrique, all of this, they get short courses. They will go again. So when you look at Spain, the way they play, you will look at all these Spanish players. They don't have the strength, but they play football with intelligence. Lamine Yamal, he doesn't have strength, physically strong. All these players right here, look at our African players, they have body. But when you look at the France players, when France play against, you could see that Spain dominate. Why? Because they are very intelligent, because they learn every day. They learn every day to improve. So when you look at Spain, they play football, you can talk about the way they passes with the confidence. They are not rushing to give pass. So look at in the whole world now, if you talk about a country that have a lot of coaches, there is no country out there can compete with Spain when you talk about even coaches. So it is not that they are performing only the midfield or the field as a players, but after they finish their career, becoming a coaches or everything, they do it well. When you look at Premier League, it dominates with Spanish coaches. When you go to Germany, Spanish coaches. When you go to Italy, Spanish coaches. When you go to France, Spanish coaches. Spanish La Liga right here, Spanish coaches. And they are not guests being there as a coaches, they are performing to the top level. So when you are talking about in terms of football, I would say in terms of everything called about Spain, football in the world, Spain is number one. A lot of people always talk about Premier League and all that, but how many Premier League ex-players become a top managers out there? None of them. So in terms of football, when you talk about football, Spain is the world of football. Spain is a country that when you really want, maybe you have kids and you want them to go academy, it is Spain. Yeah. So my prediction today, I cannot really talk about how many goals Spain going to score, but I'm feeling like I feel like Spain going to win the game. Portugal best going to be draw. This is my opinion. Vamos España! So yeah, thank you so much for always staying here with us at Awini Unity platform.